What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the Werewoof Reactions. My name is Wolfie, and today we'll be taking a look at the 2022 Sonic Annual from IDW. Without further ado, guys, let's get right into this. Alright, you guys know how this goes, but just in case you don't, let me tell you. First, I tell you what I like about it, what I didn't like about it, and then I give it a score. But first, I'm going to read it back to you in an overly dramatic fashion. And I do mean overly dramatic. But before we get to that, real quick, you guys know what to do. Scroll down below, hit that like button, don't forget to subscribe to the Werewoof Reactions for more videos like this, and ring the bell to let YouTube know that you want to watch these videos I put out when I put them out. That's super important. Feed the algorithm by leaving a comment below, and that's pretty much all you got to do, guys. Thank you for your continued support. And now I feel I've dilly-dallied long enough. We got a bunch of stories to get through and a review to do, so stick around after this dramatic reading. So without further ado, let's get into this, shall we? Enjoy! Blaze's world. Bring us in close, Marine, and I'll handle the rest. Guardians. Blaze attacks a nearby ship being piloted by robot pirates. Tell me where the leader of the robot pirates is hiding.
What? Leader? We're all that's left. Well, used to be.
Do not waste my time with lies. Where?
They're all gone. Captain Whisker, Johnny, even Min and Mum. The fleet's gone. You've won, Princess.
Ahoy! Did you need a hand? Did you win, Blaze? Later. I don't know what you're so upset about. We've been hunting pirates for forever. Now we can finally have a vacation. No, we must be ever vigilant. We won! Everything's fair dinkum now. And you of all people have earned some time off. Marine, I'm the Imperial Princess of an Empire and Guardian of the Soul Emeralds. Either of those duties alone carries tremendous responsibilities, and I have both. It doesn't mean you can't relax. If you won't listen to me, who can convince you? Just then, Blaze looks into the horizon and has an idea. Sonic's World, Lava Reef, Angel Island. Excuse me, Knuckles. May I have a moment of your time? I saw a strange pillar of flame out this way. I take it that was you? Yes, the Soul Emeralds allow me to cross over to your world. They are not subtle in their use. Right. What do you want? We are not well acquainted, and I am loath to place my burdens at someone else's feet, but Sonic helped me to realize it's okay to trust and seek help from others. So I was hoping to get your opinion, one guardian to another. Let's walk. I understand you've safeguarded this island all your life. I wanted to ask you, is it ever acceptable to step away? Shouldn't you honor your duties at all times? You're a princess, right? You've got royal duties and such? Occasionally. My ministers handle the bulk of administration. I mostly review their paperwork. The Empire has been so peaceful and prosperous. I used that time to hunt down the robot pirates that plague the seas, but they're all defeated. My world is at peace. I should be thankful for that. And the Soul Emeralds? Kept in a secure case under constant watch if they aren't on my person. Huh. Can you hide that case someplace more secure? Yes. And I suppose I could place a heavier guard there as well. I see. All that and you still don't want to step away. Because if something does go wrong, you won't be there to fix it. Yes, exactly. I knew you would understand. I do. So trust me when I say, take a vacation. You're serious? The Master Emerald can't leave the island, so I can't hide it anywhere that's more secure. I'm on my own up here, and anytime I do leave for the greater good, I'm always taking a gamble. The situation you're in right now, it's a gift. Don't squander it. It was nice being around everyone again. See Sonic the Hedgehog Volume 1 through 3. Thank you for your insight. It means a great deal to me. My pleasure. It's nice to talk to someone who understands responsibility for once. It is only proper that I repay your kindness. Perhaps I can monitor your island for a time. Allow you some time off? Oh no, you don't. No working vacation for you. Besides, I don't like laying my burdens at other people's feet either. Very well. Then if you'll excuse me, I have preparations to make. And with that, Blaze takes off back to her own world. Back on Blaze's world, Coral Cave Island. Shrine of the Jeweled Scepter. Woo, crikey, that thing's heavy. Patrol ships will be around the island at all hours. The guard has been tripled. As ordered, no one but you or Captain Marine will be granted access to this chamber. Very good, Gordon, as you were. Safe travels, Your Highness. Marine, are you alright? Yeah, nah, I'm really happy you're treating yourself right. I'm gonna miss you so much. I'll miss you too. Although it's not too late to change your mind. No can do. You need someone as fearless and competent as me to watch the ship while you're away. And by ship, I mean everything. If any Drongo wants to cause problems, I'll use the power of the Jeweled Scepter to call you home. And then my connection to the Soul Emerald should bring me back. You become quite reliable, Captain Marine. I'll leave everything to you. My pleasure, Your Highness. Now get out of here. Sonic's World, Floral Forest Village. Day 1. We cut over to a tea party being hosted by Cream with Amy and Sonic present. And then I hit the tree, whammo! And the water flooded the park and stopped the fire. My goodness, I would like to go camping with you, Miss Amy. Maybe without all the fire though. If there are fire concerns, perhaps I could help? Miss Blaze, I'm so happy to see you. What's the occasion? Nothing dire, I'm just taking a vacation. I don't know, that sounds like an occasion to celebrate to me. Pull up a chair, chill, and welcome back. Thank you everyone, it's good to be back. Story 2, Weapons. There, that should do it. How's the new body feel, Omega? This story takes place after Sonic the Hedgehog number 36. This unit is whole once again. My campaign of carnage shall resume without delay. Processing appropriate response. You have my thanks, Small Fox. Don't mention it. And hey, before you head out, why don't you go for a little test drive by sparring a little of General? Suggestion accepted, but I cannot guarantee General's welfare after completing the test. While I am designed as a learning robot, I am also capable of teaching you a lesson. Sometime after, the two have been sparring for a while. Deploying missiles. Pathetic. Your quaint artillery is no match for my reinforced armor. You are a babysitter. I am the ultimate E-Series robot. According to my data files, you once fought Sonic to a standstill, while serving as Dr. Eggman's enforcer. And yet, your offensive output appears to be well below estimated parameters. Shield activated. Supposition. Your time caring for the small meatbag rabbit girl has made you weak. Your combat systems have slowed. Your tactical processing speed has waned. You have lost your edge. As General lays defeated on the ground, Omega closes the gap with a proposition. Proposition. Join me. You and I are similar in origin. We are both weapons that have broken free of Eggman's grasp. Accompany me in my mission to destroy his forces. Proclaim your original function as a battle robot. Abandon the puny rabbit family. As Omega says this, General taps into a different power, able to quickly take Omega off his feet. Proposition rejected. Refutation. Our origins may be superficially similar, but our objectives are not aligned. You were built to destroy, I was built to evolve. My function has changed. My past does not inform my present objectives. My place is besides Cream and Vanilla, not on the battlefield. As the two face each other in a final standoff, they charge at each other full force. Later. We are in need of further repairs, Small Fox. You guys, I said sparring, not no-holds-barred grudge match. We literally just fixed you. I warned you that welfare was not a guarantee. General may be a puny inferior model, but he still possesses the lethality of a warrior. This unit acknowledges and accepts his current modus operandi. Your acknowledgement and acceptance is reciprocated. As the two come to a mutual agreement, they fist bump on it, closing out the weapon storyline. There it is, we're here! So Cream, what are you most excited to learn at Part 3, Hero Camp? I'm gonna learn how to tie the best knots. Oh yeah? Well, I'm gonna make the best camp hideout. I'm going to eat the most s'mores. I'm going to learn how to become a real hero. This doesn't look at all like the advertisement. This camp caper is genius. These half-baked heroes are sure to have the inside scoop on the restoration.
Oh yeah, look at them! They're just dumb kids! This is going to be easy!
And just imagine how thankful Dr. Eggman will be when we deliver him Sonic's biggest secrets. Now quick, the disguises.
How do you do, fellow organic life? Ow!
Ahem.
This is Counselor Q-Birds, and I am Orville. You will find none more qualified to teach heroing than us. Why, I have certified us myself.
Do you guys know Sonic?
Ha! Do I? The real question is, do you know Sonic?
Because we're about to put your hero knowledge to the test. Every good hero knows how to get out of a tight spot, or in this case, a tight knot.
Aren't we supposed to be the ones tying the knots?
You'll get to test our impossible double underhanded loop-de-loop. Calibrated to restrain super spelunking campers having a good time.
Just then, Cream breaks out of her restraints.
Our calibrations!
But how?
Well, Mr. Sonic once told me how he used his spines to cut through the ropes, so I just...
He's immune?
Rope, not a weakness.
Step 2, building a hideout. Just imagine that you're recreating the famed hideout of the Restoration.
I always imagined it would have more walls.
Well, it might if you actually help us.
How are you supposed to learn to be a hero if Counselor Q-Bird and I do all the heroing? Camper Cream, as a member of Sonic's inner circle, what is your accuracy assessment?
It's missing a few things.
I knew it. These kids are holding out on us. What is it? Security systems? Oiling station? The evil plant vault?
It's walls, right?
More like the mall, the play area, the chili dog stand? Haven't you ever...
Oh, bearings and bolts, redo. We need to rebuild from the ground up.
As Orbot says this, he drops the entire hideout.
So what's next? Trap making? Apocalypse survival?
Hey, 9 out of 10 databases list scary stories under classic camp activities. Who can tell me a story that would scare even a hero?
Maybe involving some kind of new badnik? Bonus points if you can also give us schematics.
How about we just make s'mores?
What's a s'more?
That's it. You don't know how to tie knots, build hideouts, or make s'mores? You're no camp leaders. Get 'em!
No!
Later on, the next day. Cream, darling, did you and the others have a good time learning to be heroes? Yes, though I think the main thing we learned was that maybe we already are real heroes.
We taught them too well.
I'm so proud!
Part 4. Future Growth. We join our heroes as they gather fruits and vegetables from the garden. Although Silver seems to be upset about something. Almost done with those tomatoes? Gah! Yeah, I think this basket's good to go. Mine too. Be right back. By the way, Silver, I'm so glad you could be here for Harvest Day. Thanks for coming all this way, or all this when, I guess. Yup, that's exactly why I'm here. Beware my fury, foul potatoes! Tangle, wait! While Amy is distracted by Tangle's antics, Silver decides to take a moment for himself. Hello, Silver. Huh? You are troubled. Troubled? No way, Espio. You know me, always on a mission, important future person things to do. You're also bad at lying. I know. I don't want to pry, but if you're concealing some sort of danger, I would like to know about it. It's nothing like that. It's, well, I'm not here for the harvest, actually. I have no idea why I'm here at all. Do any of us know why we're here? I do. I mean, I usually do. Every other time I've been sent to the past, it's been to save the future from turning into another wrecked world. That's my job, my purpose. And I always know what to do because it's history. But this time, nothing. There's no crisis in my future, and things are okay here. Everything's fine, but I'm not. Did I do something wrong? Am I missing something? What if some disaster hits tomorrow and... Silver, take a breath. In, slow, and steady. As a ninja, my first priority is the success of my missions. But as a friend, I care for the safety of my team. Danger could be waiting for me around every turn. If I allow it, my fear will consume me, and if it does, I will have lost without my enemies ever having to lift a finger. So, how do you fight it? The fear, I mean. My technique is simply to have faith in yourself and the strength of your friends. You may not know why you are here now, but that doesn't matter. You are where you need to be. And if there's trouble, there are quite a few people back there that are ready to stand with you. So go back to the garden and let yourself enjoy the fruits of your labor. You deserve that much. Right. I'm still scared, but I'm not alone. You guys make me feel like I can do anything. Also, thanks, Espio, for real. Hey, Espio, where'd you go? We've got a bee problem. Yar, I'm the Potato King. Need some help? Please. Story 5. Another grand adventure for Jet the Hawk. Jet the Hawk stands in his room, spotting a belated birthday card, which reads, "With skill and confidence, you are as fierce as the wind. Dad."
Huh? Hey!
Elsewhere, back outside, the Wisp brings the stolen calzone to Whisper. Calzone? Tasty. Oh. Just a bit farther.
My calzone! That squid stole from the leader of the Babylon Rogues. You will make it up to me.
I will?
You will. Think of all the gems I could have found instead of chasing around my lunch. Now you owe me gems and a calzone. Quickly now. I'm hungry. Don't waste my time. Huh? I don't want this.
Hush, the badnik.
I can't hear you whispering over the sound of my tummy. Let me down. Do you know who I am? Hey, calzone poacher, grab the Type J.
Huh?
Just stand up. The entire planet knows extreme gear will balance itself. Just pretend you're me and not you. You'll be fine. I personally don't know how hard it is to use extreme gear. I was born naturally gifted.
Stop talking.
A wise man once told me, with skill and confidence, you are as fierce as the wind.
Be quiet! After struggling for a while, Whisper manages to get the kill shot on the badnik.
Wow! With proper training, you would make a great Babylon rogue. Are your afternoons free?
I'm busy.
What? Can you speak up? You still owe me a fresh one.
Final story, a rough patch. What are you talking about? Slant rhymes. You know, when our intros only kinda rhyme, that's a slant rhyme. Okay, so what's the big deal? People ain't gonna take us seriously if we can't get the rhyme right, Ruff. Remember how Sonic laughed at us? That guy laughs at everyone. We'll figure out a better rhyme later. No! We gotta get the intro right now. Our rep's at stake, bro. I said we'll get to it. At least let me say what the rest of the stinking plan is. I don't want to hear your plan if it's as dumb as your rhymes are, man. So my plans are dumb now, huh? You try making one then. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll do it without you. Fine, you couldn't do better rhyming if you were trying. That was a slant rhyme, bro. Just get out of here! If I never see your stinking face again, it'll be too soon. That night, the Mineral Museum. This heist'll be huge. We've got the right stuff. It won't be a fumble. We'll take a new angle. It's emerald snatching time for Rouge and Tumble? Rough and Tangle? What are you doing here? What's she doing here?
What do you mean, partner? Aren't these the ruffians you said we had to protect the Chaos Emerald from by taking it ourselves?
Of course, I did say that.
They must have followed us here to try to stop us from taking the emerald.
What? For real? Well, I'm not gonna let them.
Come on, partner, get in there. I'll admit, yours isn't the face I expected to see at a jewel heist. Oh, you know, just doing some babysitting. Psst, you're undercover too, right? Something like that. How'd that guy get you on board for something like this? Well, I happened to be in the neighborhood for reasons. He saw me flying by, waved me down, laid out his plan. I was surprised by his competence, honestly.
And that's the plan.
I like it. I wanted to find the emerald before Eggman anyway.
See? It all fits together perfectly.
And what about you? I wasn't as surprised.
I'm begging ya. I don't know what to do if I don't have someone to tell what to do.
He tried to play it off as vigilante hero work. Pfft. Still, breaking into your own friend's museum. Oh, I come in through the skylight and take Jewel out on impromptu adventures all the time. Huh, sounds fun. Well, I've spent just about enough time dawdling here. You want to help me bring these goons in? Would I? Ooh, do you have a plan in mind already? I wouldn't be the world's greatest treasure hunter if I didn't. Aw, yeah, undercover buddies.
So this is your plan, bro? Turn goody-goody and get in my way? I didn't know you'd be here. I just told that weird chick we were doing something good so I'd have someone to team up with. Wait, you were just trying to steal the emerald? Like, in a regular thiefy kind of way? Yeah, just like you. Did we have the same plan, bro? Bro! Sorry, bro, we fought enough. You're right, we sure did stumble. But we've made up and now we're back. Get ready for Rough and Tumble.
You played me for a stooge, so now you're gonna get mangled. Your master plan's about to be stopped by Rouge and Tangle.
Why does everybody keep doing our thing? Ugh!
All wrapped up here, Rouge, and the emerald's safe and so what? I hate to dupe and run, but, well, it's what I do. See ya. But, undercover buddies.
That's it, bro. No more teaming up with anyone but each other. Rough and tumble forever, bro.
And that was the IDW Sonic 2022 Annual, and of these 6 stories in this book, guys, I gotta say about 4 of them were big standouts for me. I think you guys know which ones. So guys, let's go ahead and review this. There's a lot of stories to cover in this one, and not a lot of time to do it, so let's get into this. The first story, and possibly my favorite of this book, is one starring Blaze the Cat, and also featuring Marine the Raccoon. Long time no see. Perhaps she showed up in the earlier Archie comics or the later Archie comics and I just never got a chance to see her, but I believe this is her first actual appearance in the IDW comics. So an actual acknowledgement of the character. That is super nice. So after Blaze defeats the last of the robot pirates who are from Sonic Rush Adventure, we see that Blaze is having a hard time settling down. She just can't seem to relax no matter what happens. She's always looking for something to do. This is something that is a trait of Blaze that she always seems to have. She carries a lot of burdens upon herself, with her being the guardian of the soul emeralds as well as the queen or princess, if you will, of her soul dimension. I guess her world, her planet, her universe, whatever you want to call it. Blaze is a lot of things and she has to protect it all. So she likes to take that burden upon herself. When she met Sonic and Sonic Rush, she kind of learns to trust other people, to kind of rely on others, and that kind of gets further demonstrated in Sonic Rush Adventure after she has a whole thing with Sonic, Tails, and Marine, who again is in this book. That was nice to see her again. But Marine isn't the only character to show up in this story. Oh no, they also brought my boy Knuckles into this one by having Blaze visit Sonic's world, particularly Angel Island, where Knuckles resides. And I absolutely love this picture of her coming out the lava. So majestic Blaze is. I think we all really appreciate Blaze for being like this firebender of sorts. Like, fire does not hurt her. Anything hot does not really hurt her. So it's just cool to see her just kind of chilling and walking on lava. I like that Knuckles is like, what the... and I like that Knuckles is kind of like, yeah, we don't really know each other, but he respects her enough that he doesn't immediately go aggro, and the fact that she's like, I need, like, help. I need advice from someone who's burdened with constant responsibilities as a fellow guardian, and Knuckles is like, yeah, you know what, come on, let's talk. And I love this aspect about, like, Blaze and Knuckles, which is a dynamic I never thought I'd really see. But yeah, I love that Knuckles and Blaze have this heart-to-heart. Like, Knuckles has been at this ever since he was born. And it's like, you get to see two parallels where, like, Blaze has been burdened with responsibility since we can imagine since her own youth. Knuckles is probably the only person in the Sonic world that understands what she's going through. So she comes to him for advice. And I love that little aspect. This is fun to see, like, Blaze interact with other characters. Again, we always see Sonic interacting with main characters, which makes sense. It's his games. But, like, you always wonder, like, well, how would Shadow interact with, like, Blaze? Or how would Big interact with, Vector? You know, different kind of crossovers where you get to see different characters interacting are why we need, like, these comics to just kind of have just little small stories, some nice little writing here and there, and just to see how they'd interact. You never really draw parallels between, like, Blaze being a guardian and Knuckles being a guardian. I mean, they're both guardians, but I never really thought about the two kind of having this almost bond in a way, just from the fact that they both know what each other are going through. And I like that Knuckles' advice to her is just like, hey, yeah, you need to be able to take a vacation every now and then. Occasionally, you do need to be able to leave just to, like, experience, especially if you're going right now through a moment of peace where your kingdom is at peace.
you need to take advantage of this and just, like, don't burn yourself out, basically, is what he tells her. And I like that Knuckles says that because it kind of explains why Knuckles, on occasion, very rarely, though a lot of people were complaining about it in the games, that Knuckles seems to be leaving Angel Island a lot lately to go do other things. So I guess no one's really after the Master Emerald. As of late, Eggman really hasn't been after it. But still, just the idea that Knuckles is kind of like, yeah, you can't constantly be, like, always on guard. You need to be able to, like, just kind of take it easy on occasion. Just take advantage of the peace you have. And that's a nice little message that I feel like a lot of people need, especially now where everybody's kind of burning themselves out. I like that Knuckles and Blaze kind of have this camaraderie. And it's so cool to see them just kind of like, yeah, you know what? Thanks, Knuckles. And Knuckles like, yeah, no problem. And I like that she's even like, you know, I could volunteer and watch the Master Emerald for you. And he's like, nah. I'm also like you. I don't like putting this stuff on other people. So yeah, again, Blaze and Knuckles is not a partnership / friendship that I knew I needed until I just saw this. And I'm like, I need more of this in my life. It's just kind of like wholesome? Is that the word I'm looking for? I don't know. It's something about this dynamic that I appreciate between these two. But after she heeds Knuckles' advice, she decides to go back to her world, where she basically goes, alright, Marine, I trust you enough that if anything goes wrong, you'll use the scepter to call me back to take care of things. So now she's finally giving trust, you know, developing trust and bonds and all that stuff. And where does she go? None other than Sonic's world to visit Amy, Sonic, and of course Cream. Cream, she formed a bond with in Sonic Rush, so that's nice to see that they keep developing their relationship and everything, even off, like, these stories here. This is just nice. I don't know, it's just nice to see the characters enjoying a moment of peace, especially after the current comics have been just constant, like, oh crap, we're in business, oh crap, metal virus, oh crap, kidnappings in the Chow races, oh no, Starline is doing something with these bad guys. It's like constant right now, so it's like, it's nice to see the characters enjoying a moment, right? So that was the, I'm gonna call it the Blaze story. That was very nice, called Guardian. Very good. Possibly my favorite of this series of stories in this book. So that one's gonna get about a 9 out of 10. Just because Blaze and Knuckles are like two of my favorite Sonic characters. I mean, look. Who's this on my hat? Who is that? Knuckles. Like, I don't know, it's just nice to see him. So we haven't seen him in so long. And just to see him come back and have a moment where he, you know, everybody always complains about Knuckles being dumb and all that stuff. So it's just cool to see Knuckles in a positive, almost like we don't ever get to see him like give advice. Like, he would be kind of wise in a way to these things, so it's just nice to see him, like, able to give advice to someone else. And another character that I actually enjoy a lot, which is Blaze. So again, 9 out of 10 on this one, and on to our next story, which is weapons. So the next story in the series of stories is about Gemerald and Omega. Basically, this takes place immediately after the Chow Race arc in issues, what was it, 30s through 40s, I want to say? But yeah, this picks up immediately after that with Gemerald and Omega going into sparring. So here we get to see two different objectives of two different robots, both with their own free will and both have their own objectives. Omega, as we all know, is the robot designed by Eggman to be the ultimate of the E-Series, but after what he believes is a betrayal when he's locked away to guard Shadow and Sonic Heroes, he decides, you know what, I'm gonna go genocide mode on every Eggman robot I see to prove that I'm the ultimate, and that's his whole thing. He's a violence-obsessed robot that just wants to destroy all of Eggman's everything. Anything Eggman has, he wants it destroyed, including Eggman himself. But Gemerald, on the other hand, was brought back by Eggman. He was once Emerald, brought back by Eggman in Sonic Advance 3, and reprogrammed after his defeat at the end of Sonic Advance 3 to be Gemerald and go live with Cream and Vanilla. Basically, like, I guess a protector or bodyguard to Cream, even though Cream is a god slayer, but we're not going to acknowledge that. But still, you see two different, like, sides of, like, where the two robots went. Like, both of them could have easily done either side. Like, Gemerald could have gone on a whole, I'm gonna destroy everything Eggman, you know, for what Eggman did to me. But no, I'm gonna chill with Cream and Vanilla and just, you know, I'm just gonna hang out and protect them, right? And Omega's like, dude, what are you doing? Like, look at what's happened to you. You used to be so strong. Like, you should be one of the strongest robots ever, but you're so weak because you're always protecting those two bunnies. What are you doing? Abandon them, join me, and together we can go and destroy Eggman. And of course, Upon hearing the suggestion of abandoning Cream and Vanilla, General goes into shonen protagonist mode and goes like, oh hell no, my friends are my power, and all of a sudden he gets this power boost and is able to like go one-on-one with Omega. And again, General says, nah, you know, you've chosen to do this, but I have kind of decided to go my own route. I'm going to continue to be with Vanilla and Cream. They're basically my family. They're, you know, I'm going to do everything I can to protect them. You know, do whatever you want, but leave me out of this. And I love that at the end they're both like, okay, you know what? Sparring's over. Let's actually do this. And they both go like ham on each other. And we see the end result is both of them got their asses beat respectively. No real winner, but they both need repairs after. So yeah, at the end they have they kind of form this mutual respect for each other and even do a little, you know, respect knuckles bump between two robots. Omega's like, alright, you may not be as strong as me, you know, but you're alright, you're alright. You continue to do what you need to do. I respect your need to, you know, protect these meat bags, but I'ma go do me, you do you. Let's just leave it at that. And General's like, alright, cool, bet. And that's how that story basically ends. So, again, a nice little look into what General thinks. I mean, we already kind of knew this, but it's kind of a reconfirmation of what we already knew about General, which is, yeah, so long as Cream and Vanilla need me, I'm gonna be there. And Omega's still gonna be a murderous psychopath, or I guess a genocidal, whatever you want to call Omega, is just whatever he's doing, he's gonna keep doing it. And that's how that story ends. That was another one of my favorite stories of this one. So I'm gonna give that one about a 7.8 out of 10. Again, that's pretty high for a story in a series of 6 stories. But now it's time for the next story, Hero Camp. A story about Cream and a bunch of rando kids being taught, or rather tricked, by Cubot and Orbot to try to reveal the Resistance's secrets for Eggman. But this goes about as well as you can imagine. When you start asking a bunch of kids a bunch of questions, they really don't know what's up. They're not going to reveal many secrets. And at the end of it all, Cream kind of is like, okay, these guys aren't counselors, get them, you know? And, I mean, it was a cute story, but it's alright. I think I'd give that one about a average score. This is average for me. A little below good, but right around average. I give this one about a 6 out of 10. Not much to really discuss here, other than, no, I can't really think of much. I mean, Cream, I guess it's kind of a little showcase that Cream is kind of, again, showcasing that she has the potential to become a great hero later on, which is kind of cool. We get to see Cream kind of like show off that, hey, you know, she has kind of a little bit of hero training. She's been hanging out with Amy, Sonic, and the rest of them for long enough that she's kind of picked up some things. So that was kind of cool. But other than that, it's alright. Cubot and Orbot kind of get some moments, but nothing to write home about. Next story. And now this next one is a favorite of mine, and probably a fan favorite for a lot of you guys watching right now too. I'm betting a lot of you guys really enjoy this one because a fan favorite, Silver, is the star of this one. This one's called Future Growth, and it basically covers Silver going back to the past to... he doesn't know why he's in the past. Generally speaking, when Silver goes back to the past, it's because something gets messed up in the future and he's like, okay, something got jacked up, time to go back to the past and fix this. But for some reason, he's in the past, which is our current time. He's the Trunks, the Dragon Ball Z Trunks of the Sonic universe. He just shows up whenever something happens in the future. But he doesn't know why. He's just kind of here, and he's picking fruits and vegetables with the whole Sonic crew, with Sonic, Tangle, Amy, and like the likes of them. And he's like, he's just kind of distraught. He's like, I don't know what's going on. And SPO notices this. And again, this is another reason I like the IDW comics. They do a lot of character pairings that we normally would not see. Also, we get to see SPO in kind of a starring role helping with Silver's problems. Silver does not know what he's doing. He's just kind of here and he doesn't know why. And SPO kind of notices that and he's like, okay, dude, what's up? What's got you kind of bent in a knot here? And Silver's like, listen, I generally know what's going on because, like, everything is history in my timeline. Like, if I come back here, I generally know what to do. But I'm here, and I don't know what to do, and that's driving me nuts. And SPO's like, okay, so not knowing the future kind of does make a lot of people nervous, but you can't let that, like, consume you. You can't let the fear of the unknown consume you. You just gotta roll with the punches and know that everybody here is gonna be able to support you when things do go down, because they eventually will. So SPO kind of gets a little nice moment to kind of, I guess, give Silver the words he needs to hear. This again shows that SPO is as wise as we all think he is, and why he probably earned his role in the Chaotix. Vector being really smart and, what's the word I'm looking for here? He's very perceptive. Also, SPO is also perceptive, but also has, like, he's got that kind of ninja thing where he's like, I can kind of sense people and figure out what's going on with them. Charmy's kind of a wild card, but you know, it's just cool to see a different dynamic. I never thought I'd see SPO and Silver really get to interact. But that's a nice little interaction that we even ends with a hug, and SPO looks like, what the hell? Like, SPO's not used to being, like, physically touched, I guess? And being a ninja and all that, I guess. But yeah. And it ends with them kind of like being like, all right, yeah, let's just chill and hang out. Just come on. And they got to go deal with Tangle. So otherwise, I think this one is another favorite of mine because, again, character dynamic that we don't get to see. SPO gets to look good. Silver gets a chance to shine a little bit, being the star of this book a little bit. And yeah, the artwork in this one was really, really good. I'm going to give this one about an 8 out of 10. No, wait. 8.5 out of 10. I'm going to bump that one up. That was a really good story. I like that one a lot. It's fun to see, again, different interactions that you normally won't get to see in the game. So, again, IDW Comics are good at that. So, next story. Now, this next story is kind of a nothing story too, but I really, really, really like this one because my boy Jet the Hawk is in it. So, yeah, this story is basically a Wisp from Whisper steals a calzone from Jet, and Jet goes after it and discovers Whisper about to snipe a giant Robotnik mech. Sorry, Eggman mech. It's calling a Robotnik after the Sonic movie. But yes, doesn't matter. Eggman, Robotnik, they're still the same person. Either way, this basically winds up with Jet kind of outing Whisper, gets caught, and Whisper has to kind of figure out the extreme gear while trying to also concentrate and get the shot off that ends that badnik. So, but Jet the whole time is just talking mad crap, like he won't shut up. And I love this about Jet. There's so much small details about this book I like, and just seeing Jet's room, that is just the most narcissistic ego, like everything in that room is almost about him. Like it's handsome a clock, like there's pictures of him on the wall with him and Sonic, with Sonic's face torn off, and it's just him, and it's like, God damn, why are you such a shitbag, Jet? I love you, though. You're such a... I love... There's something about this character I don't know why. I just like him so much. But, yeah. Him interacting with Whisper, another character who is a favorite of mine, a newcomer to the IDW comics, is kind of cool because Whisper is the complete opposite of Jet, where Jet is kind of loud, bossy, annoying. Whisper is kind of standoffish. She keeps to herself and is very quiet. And, yeah, you kind of put these two together and you get this story, and it's kind of funny. She's just like she does not yell. Like the thing about Whisper is she talks very low. What we imagine is a whisper tone. So when she actually yells, that means you probably pissed her off. But Jake won't shut the hell up and let her concentrate on like sniping. And the fact that she yells like, "Will you stop talking?" It's like, yeah, that's kind of, I don't know. It was just kind of a fun, again, thing you'd never see between two characters interacting with Jet and Whisper. So, and because Jet's in it and Whisper's in it, I'm gonna bump the score up on this one. I'm gonna give this one a 8. It's really short though. Not to say that it deserves less, but I'm gonna say it's a short story that was kind of just a fun read. I'm gonna give this one an 8.3 out of 10 for that one, just for the fun interaction between Jet and Whisper. And I like that Jet at the end is like, he goes from like, you owe me a new calzone, and you owe me jewels, and blah, blah, blah. And at the end, he's like, actually, you make a great Babylon Rogue. When you want to train? And Whisper's like, this goddamn idiot, I'm out. I can't handle this right now. Like, I want peace and quiet, and this guy will not shut up. I don't know. That was just a fun story. But yeah, 8.3 out of 10. Would read again. Just to see that first page, Jet's room. That makes me happy. Thank you guys for making that somewhat canon. I don't know. The IDW comics aren't really like 100% confirmed canon, but I'd like to believe they're canon. I'm gonna say they're canon until otherwise stated by Sega, so good job, you guys. On to the next story. And last but certainly not least is our final story between Ruff and Tumble, as the two have a falling out, a big argument over rhyming styles. Like, Tumble is adamant that they need to make real rhymes. What they've been doing the whole time are slant rhymes, which are only kinda rhymes. And Ruff is like, dude, who cares? We need to come up with a plan for our next heist. And I like that these two have a big falling out over something as simple as rhymes. Like, Tumble is not hearing any of it. He's like, dude, I want rhymes. I want good rhymes, and if you're not gonna make good rhymes, I'm not hearing the rest of your plan. F it. And then at the end, they just kind of decide to go their separate ways. But like, as we can see, ironically enough, Tumble is actually competent at coming up with schemes. But I guess he's the rhyme guy who wants to come up with the rhymes, so he leaves Ruff to come up with the plans. Apparently, Ruff is not as good as making plans as Tumble is, at least according to Rouge. Rouge said that, hang on, I'm gonna get the names mixed up. Rouge said that Tumble was good, actually had a decent plan, and Ruff convinced Tangle to go along, even though Tangle was like, I'm just gonna stop this guy anyway. This guy is up to no good, clearly, even though he says we're gonna be doing good guy stuff. But he's just like, I just want someone to boss around. So I don't know. It's just kind of like, oh, that's interesting. Normally in the big guy, little guy dynamic, like the big guy is the big dumb muscle. I'm here to, you know, take orders, boss. What do you want me to do? And the small guy's like, all right, go get him. Here's the plan, all right? You big idiot, you listen to me and we're gonna get the plan. You know, usually that's how it goes. But it's interesting to see the dynamic between the big guy actually kind of being more competent as far as planning goes, and the little guy being like, just, maybe he's more bossy, maybe he's just more, I don't know, maybe he just wears the pants in this. Are they brothers? I think they're brothers. Yeah, I think they're brothers. I forget their relationship. We haven't seen those two in a while, and you know, I'm not gonna think too hard on that. But anyway, I think they're brothers. Either way, in that relationship, Ruff is clearly the leader. He tells Tumble what to do, and then Tumble. Regardless, this winds up with Tumble getting Rouge to help him on a heist, while Ruff convinces Tangle, not really, to go in with the heist as well. They both go for the same thing, and they're like, they wind up fighting each other with Rouge and Tangle being like, okay, so these idiots, right? You didn't think about, and they're like, no. They're clearly here to rob. We're gonna stop them, right? And we're gonna go about our business after this. Just the same thing as usual. So Tangle knocks them out, beats them up, wraps them up, and it's like, all right, Rouge, we got him, and oh, and there goes Rouge doing what she does. Rouge really is the Catwoman of the Sonic universe. You can't turn your back on her. You can't really trust her when emeralds or shiny jewels are involved. That's just what she is. She's not a bad guy, but she's not a good guy either. I'd like to think she treads that line. She's always neutral. She does good things. She helps the good guys all the time, and she technically sides with Shadow and Omega for Team Dark, which is a good guy team. But you can't really trust her if there's jewelry involved or any kind of like valuables involved. So she really is like Catwoman in a way. So yeah, all right, that ends the way you'd expect it to. So yeah, that was kind of a fun story. Ruff and Tumble decide, yeah, you know what, let's never not work together again. And that's how that story ends. Arguably, I'm gonna say this one is my weakest story, or rather, I think this one is the weakest story of the bunch. Mainly because Ruff and Tumble, they're okay. I don't think of them as a particularly strong group of villains, but I'd read a story about them. Either way, I think this one will get about a I'm going to bump it up a little bit. Give this one about a 7.2 out of 10. That one was alright. I like that one. Mainly because Rouge and Tangle show up. Rouge, Tangle, Ruff, Tumble. Now I'm seeing why it had so many issues with the names, trying to get the names out. Anyway, but yeah, that's that. After that, that's how the whole book ends. 6 stories. 6 pretty decent stories, 4 really good ones in my opinion. But let me know what you guys think. What was your favorite story? Let me know down below. I'm betting a lot of you are going to say the Silver story for obvious reasons. Also, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe to the Werewoof Reactions for more videos if you haven't already. And ring that bell. I gotta say, you gotta ring that bell. That's the most important part. You gotta let YouTube know that you want to watch these videos I put out when I put them out. Let's grow the Wolfpack strong to 23K subscribers by the end of this year. Okay. Last but certainly not least, this video is brought to you by my patrons. Thank you guys for your continued support. I love these guys. All these guys right here, these guys are super cool. These videos would not be brought to you without them. Get my Sonic Boom reactions. That's right, my old Wolfie Reacts to Sonic Boom episodes are all, well, they're all getting uploaded to Patreon, little by little. So if you guys want to support the channel further and also see my old Wolfie Reacts, to Sonic Boom episodes, check out my Patreon at patreon.com/RoyalWolfie. But thanks for watching all the way to the end, guys. It means a lot to me. I appreciate that, and I will catch you all next time. There might be bloopers at the end of this. I don't know if I effed up during the dramatic reading or not. I guess we'll find out, won't we? Anyway, guys, I'll catch you all next time. Take care of yourselves and stay tuned.